we're going to be talking about steering. As you can see, this is your tie rod ends. Nice little rock. This is your tie rod that goes to the track bar piece that connects to your passenger side, and this connects to your driver's side knuckle. But that's not the problem. It's this little bar right here. I've bent so many of these in the last couple weeks, years, ever since I had a Cherokee. And the reason is, as you can see, I don't know what the heck that thing's laying there for. It's just a hollow piece of tube that's not designed to go off-road. This thing is so light without the tie rods in it. It's so light. So I'm going to go to the Jeep Junkyard, which is at a secret location. I'm going to get the Grand Cherokee piece. I had a Mother Trail Jeep to hold me over to get the 1-ton piece. The Grand Cherokee one did great for me. It held up a lot better than the stock one did. We're going to get the Grand Cherokee one and compare it to this one first, then we'll go ahead and continue. So, baby tie rods, or link, or whatever you want to call it, tie rod links, big tie rod links. This is off the V8. As you can see, it's 10 times bigger. Camera don't do it justice, but it's 10 times bigger than this little flimsy thing. It's a good upgrade. Hold me until I can get the funds to get the 1-ton piece, but I think this will do just fine. Did just fine on my other one, so we're going to clean it up, paint it, and go ahead and put it on. And even the tie rods are bigger. Stock V8. So you're upgrading your tie rods too, which is nice. Right, now we got the tie rod painted. You can paint it black, you can leave it rusty. I can't stand something that's rusty, so this was a little rusty. I went ahead and painted it red so it matched the diff covers and the other lift components that's underneath. That's going to be underneath too, so I'll just try to keep the red theme. But it's pretty dry. Somehow I always end up with this freaking anti-seize or paint all over my hands because I pick up overspray stuff in there. Really good paint though. Alright, there she be. As you can see, it's already thicker. It's well built. It's way better in my opinion. All we gotta do is tighten these bolts up now. But I barely ever bend this drag link here, so it's actually pretty tough the way it is. Pretty solid. So I have no reason to get that off a Grand Cherokee because this is basically the same thing. It's just this bar's bigger. So I got me a flip insert for this side coming in the mail. You'll see a video of that. That flips the tie rod on the top. Give me a little bit more clearance. You might have to cut this sway bar bracket off, but I like to put little anti-seize on these bolts too. Yeah, it flips the tie rod on top on the driver's side only. So that's coming in the mail. I went ahead and painted these bars. I need to replace the stabilizer shock too. But we'll go ahead and tighten these up and call it a day. Take it for a test drive. That was a pain in the hind end. As you can see, it's 10 times bigger, way better strength wise. I still need to put my diff cover on, my diff guard. This ain't got around to that yet, but there she blows. The stabilizer shock I need to replace. So as you guys seen in the last video, you guys probably heard me say that my Jeep was at 260. Well, I wasn't lying. The clutch fan is fine. Clutch fan is fine. Everything's fine. But the fuse for the electric fan that kicks on to help cool it is not working. I put a fuse in it and it still won't kick on. I put a temperature sensor in it, all that junk. Turn the AC on. Really can't turn the AC on because I did away with the AC. So I don't know if that affected it or not. So we're going to wire the fan straight in and wire it up straight to a toggle switch. That way we can turn it on when she gets hot, because all that was trying to cool it was the clutch fan and it wasn't doing its job. We need to update the clutch fan. I need to get me a Grand Cherokee clutch and put on the fan. That will help a good bit too. But we're going to go ahead and put the electric fan, wire it straight up where I can flip it on a toggle switch, so that way it would be a lot easier to keep it cool instead of relying on a computer or, you know, a freaking switch. I can do it myself. So here's what you're left with. You have a white wire after you cut your plug. This is where it plugged in. As you can see, mine's all dirty. That's probably the problem, but I want to be able to control it from inside. So that way I can turn it off if I go through deep water. But after you cut your plug off, you have a white wire and a black wire. Now this particular fan, this will be your power wire and this will be your ground wire. So let's go ahead and wire this up. Let's put the ground here, and I'm just going to run it right over to here, scratch it up a little bit and tighten it down. And I could probably like zip tie this over here or something, like I tape it up and stuff. And I gotta run my power wire to the switch. I just want to shove your toggle switch through the plate that I made. If you ain't seen a video on that, I'll link it above or in the description. And let's go ahead and put your cap on there. So after you get everything hooked up and your toggle switch on, you should be able to turn it on. So just got pulled over in a Jeep. Gotta love that.
Alright, man. Listen, here's your information back. Alright. like I said, the reason I stopped you.
Okay, so I've been kind of screwing with it a little bit.
Alright. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, those are reasons that I stopped you, so.
Definitely get them taken care of.
Okay, alright. Well, here's your information back, alright? So just get those taken care of for me and have a good evening, okay?
Alright, you want a piece of pizza before you leave?
Oh, good, I actually just ate dinner.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
What you just saw there was me getting pulled over. I took it for a test drive after I got everything done. I did the fan and stuff too, as you've seen. Just doing like little cosmetic things that need done. Right now, just focus on stuff that needs done. Then so on and so on. To correct the steering, and I'm doing the tie rod flip, and then we'll start on the exterior, putting the bumpers and stuff on. So I'm trying to get everything drivable, because I do wheel it from time to time, and from here and there, and the tie rod ends was bad on them anyway, so I just thought I'd go ahead and upgrade this for the heck of it and just wire up the fan. Like I said, as you've seen in the last video of me climbing that hill, that was a pretty steep hill, believe it or not. Yeah, anybody could get up it probably, as dry as it was, but it's pretty steep, and that was just a fun little challenge to do. Now I have control of the fan. It stays cool. I made sure of it because today it's about 80 degrees out now, and I'm sitting in here burning up with the window up. That way you don't get background noise because somebody freaking mowing over here. But anyway, it's coming along pretty good. Like I said, we're just correcting the things that need corrected first before we start on exterior mods. I need to pull the back bumper and everything off, so I'll probably in the next video or the next couple videos. So stay tuned. There is things coming on that. Got a lot of custom stuff I need to do. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I need to do. The parts list on this thing keeps growing. The aftermarket list keeps growing. So just make sure you stay tuned. Support the channel. If you just like working on a Jeep, or what, you know, like seeing content of that. I mean, I enjoy working on this Jeep. It's not that I have to. I enjoy upgrading it. I enjoy, you know, it's worth it. It's in good shape. I enjoy putting all my time in it. It's what I've been doing since I was a kid. So I teach you patience too, because when I was younger, I used to get like mad and you know, get angry at it. Now I just laid back, and it's fun, and just becomes like an everyday life, and you learn knowledge on these things, and it's not hard to figure them out. So anyway, go ahead and check out my social media links. They will be in the description below. I have a Facebook. If you want to be featured in Jeep of the Week, you can get on Facebook and read all about it. Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, it doesn't matter. As long as it says Jeep, you could be featured in Jeep of the Week. I got over, I think last time I counted, 375 pictures and information. So I have a lot to go through. And I get messages every day to be a mechanic, and I help as much as I can. The other day I looked on Facebook Messenger. I have 87 messages. People need help with Jeep, so I'm trying to get to them one at a time. So if you message me, and I'm not ignoring you, not trying to be stuck up. It's just really hard to keep up with this because I do have a day job too, and I do work overtime on it also. So, you know, I'm trying to balance both. I'm not complaining. I like doing both. I love working on my Jeep, and I love showing you guys what I'm doing. So, and I'm not trying to build. I stuttered really weird right there. I'm not trying to build a Jeep like everybody else. Like, I want to build this my way. Everybody's like, oh, I'll do this rig bumper, this one, you know, this is what I got, this is what I, okay. I'm happy that you got that. I mean, I'm not trying to be a douche or anything, but I want to build this low center of gravity. I want to be different from everybody, because every time I go out with everybody, they have long arm kits, 6-inch lifts, 4-inch lifts, 33s. I'm running 3-inch lift. You can fit 33s on here, no problem. My pumpkin height's the same as yours. Where a lift gets you better. You know, what's better if you have a bigger lift? You can go through water and keep it out of your vehicle more. But I'm building this for my terrain, like for what I do around here. We do a lot of ride-away climbings. We hit some mud. We do a lot of climbing, a lot of trail riding. We don't do much rock crawling here and there. There'll be rocks and stuff, but I'm building it for my terrain, and I'm actually building this for the mud bogs. Yeah, I know it's not high enough really for the mud bogs, but I like going to the mud bogs just to mess around with it. But anyway, I'm Cherokee Ronnie. Stay dirty, my friends.